Hey everybody, it's Michael Espinosa, the Sightless Senshi. I've got a fun lock for us to pick our way through today, but before we get to that, I just wanted to give a shout out to some other awesome YouTube lock pickers. First of all, Leon's Lockpad. He's got some really fun locks that he picks. He's got a really cool channel. Definitely check him out. Andy Mack, also really good YouTuber, really good lock picker. If you're interested in lock picking at all, I would highly recommend checking out those guys' channels. They're really cool and just really worth a watch. Anyway, let's have a look at the lock I have for us today. I got this on eBay. It was part of a deal that got me an American lock, an old Junkunk Brothers American lock, and a Slaymaker lock. Slaymaker is a U.S. company founded in, I believe, 1888 by Samuel Slaymaker. It shut its doors permanently in 1986, so it had a pretty good run. Unfortunately, it was just flooded out of the market by cheap locks. But it's a pretty cool looking lock. I really like the kind of curving design of the body, the way it curves at the top and the way the body kind of tapers down toward the bottom. Just a really unique design. I really like that. You've got the Slaymaker on the front, and then back here you just got, you know, an S. I don't know, I like it. I think it's a cool lock. I don't know how old this is. I have no idea. It was sold as an antique, but I mean, eBay, so I don't know. Hopefully it's a pretty old one, because that'd be pretty cool. It's got to be at least as old as 1986, so it's older than me, but I don't know how old it is, but it's a cool lock. Really interesting design on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but the keyway is actually recessed behind these two little pieces of metal that extend down past the bottom, kind of this lip of sorts. I don't know if that was security design to keep someone from tampering with it or anything like that, or if it's just part of the coolness of this lock. So Slaymaker is known for warded locks, and this is no exception. We got a pretty cool key here. It's curved completely inward. The milling on the key kind of goes all the way, or it's got a line cut there that curves out on this side, so that's really cool. I don't know how visible that is, but it's a really cool key design. You've got, of course, your cuts for your warding here, and then a tip for engaging. I assume that's the part that engages with the actuator. So you put that in, it's actually pretty wobbly. It can go in at all kinds of, I mean, you have to get it in the right way, of course, but it's pretty wonky until it gets in there the right way. Once it gets in there, then it just pops that right open. And if you turn it all, it also wants to fall out really easily. It just drops right out. There's no tension on there at all holding the key, and there's nothing. It just goes in and out. But if you turn it all the way like that, you can have it just hold in place, and at that point it's pretty much stuck in there until it turns back to that way, and then it just loses all tension. As far as picking this, I think anyone who's experienced with warded locks knows that they are dangerously easy to get into, which is why they aren't made very often, and when they are, they're very, very cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get into one of these, if you're not already familiar. Really, the only part you need with a warded lock is something to engage with the actuator. You don't. Oh, the warding on the keys is just to match up with the warding inside the lock and keep the wrong key out of the wrong lock. So if you have something that has no warding on it, that's cut down completely to a skeleton, and just has something to mess with the actuator, then you can get into one of these locks. To that end, you get yourself a set of warded picks, or skeleton keys, if you will. And there are different sizes and different designs for if you have a single actuator, double, whether they're small or large, in terms of width. And then you've got a single one, which I think is just for like trying to actually pick each individual actuator, and that's this one here. Anyway, we're going to go with the small single actuator and just pop it in here and show you how easy it is to open this old lock. So I'm not even going to clamp this up, guys. So just pop it in and open. It's that easy. You can just, it turns like a key, guys. I mean, it's easier to put in and turn than the regular key, actually. So they just, you know, just made it into a skeleton key. There's no warding, or they made this as a skeleton key. There's no warding on the side, so it can't get tripped up on anything, and it's just big enough to deal with the actuator. So anyway, that's what I've got for you today. It was a pretty cool antique lock. I have not picked that American lock I got from eBay yet, so we're not doing a video of that just yet. Eventually we will, and eventually I will be good enough to actually open it. In the meantime, I hope to see you all next time, and feel free to like and comment, subscribe, and share, and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.